So, next on my gameplay agenda is going to be Automobil Lamborghini for the Nintendo 64. Let's slap this motherfucker in and boot it up. So, this game for me, what I can remember of it was the first console game I'd ever heard of that had a manual clutch option. Obviously I won't be using that in this gameplay, that manual clutch feature, because it's not really worth doing unless you've got a steering wheel and everything. Right. So, oh, that's why. I've just worked, oh my god, I'm retarded. I was, fuck's sake. I was playing Fighter's Destiny earlier and I was like, why the fuck am I on the right side of the screen? And then I just looked and realised that it's because I was fucking plugged into controller socket number 2 like a fucking numpty. Right. Developed in 1997 by Titties. One player. So, a few different options. We'll just jump in some arcade. We'll go Pro Series because so you've got some different types of Lamborghinis. Back in these days, basically you've got the Countach and the Diablo. Diablo's the bigger one and the better one, so we'll go for that. Pack message. Sick of these fucking pack messages on Nintendo 64. So it's kind of an arcade racing game, but it also kind of tried to be realistic. It actually plays pretty well. Responsive controls, decent lick speed. I mean, unfortunately I'd say that the physics aren't great. The car should have been leaving the ground over that first bump.
Checkpoint.
Got some shortcuts it looks like. Off-road though. Kind of reminds me of MRC, which I played the other night. Well, I played it a long time ago, but I played it the other night and did a video on it, should I say. You know. So you can spin your car out on the grass.
Checkpoint.
I was just seeing then if I could change the volume settings, because it seems to be quite a pumping soundtrack in the background, but I can't really hear it. It's overpowered by the sound of Diablo. There's kind of a bit of the drabness about this game. I don't know why, but for some reason it kind of reminds me of Porsche Challenge, if you ever played that on the original PlayStation. I'm not sure why. Porsche Challenge? I think it was Porsche Challenge. It's been a long time since I played that game. I had awesome graphics in the day, but there's just something about it that stopped it from being a supremely excellent game. Probably the fact that it used Porsche Boxsters as the only car in the game. It should have had some 911s in it, something like that. Something a bit faster. When I was growing up, the Lamborghini Diablo was just the ultimate kind of supercar for me. It just looked awesome. I think the wheels on it are something ridiculous, like a staggered setup. I can't remember off the top of my head, but something like 22-inch rear wheels and 20-inch front wheels, and it was like, I remember watching something where they're saying that if you've got a Lamborghini Diablo you can just park it where you want because wheel clamps don't fit around wheels because it's too big, which I thought was also a bonus when you've got an awesome supercar.
Checkpoint.
Some quite twisty turny bits on these tracks. Slowly moving up ranks. I mean, I should take off there. I feel like the game's a bit like a interactive roller coaster rather than a racing simulation. Pretty good fun though. I feel like 4 laps is a bit excessive. It should have been 3 maximum. The kind of track this long, but I suppose if they're going to do 4 laps of every track, the beginner tracks will be too short.
Checkpoint.
Never been a fan of games with checkpoints. I don't really see the point in them. I can understand why they have checkpoints on, say, an arcade game like Outrun in an arcade scenario, but you know, this was never an arcade game to my knowledge, and
checkpoint.
You know, how well I do is going to be measured at the end by what place I come in.
Checkpoint.
Come on. Oh fuck. Luckily there's not enough grass between the road and the barrier there to slide out. Let's use this one here where I spin out. Managed to not spin out but lost first place. It's a shame. So graphics wise it's solid, frame rate seems pretty decent,
checkpoint.
But the levels are a bit barren, there's no nothing going on, no, you know, with these kind of games you expect like a hot air balloon or you know, Ridge Racer always had like helicopters up above, just something to create a bit of ambiance. How the fuck? Oh, that was the start there. Random, so if you went the other way you didn't go through the finish. Strange.
Get ready.
Alright, so it jumps you straight into the next level, which looks like some kind of airfield. Looks like I got a bad start then. Too many revs. Oh, they love this fucking fog effect on Nintendo 64 games. It's so annoying. There's no need for, I mean, the original Turok had fog because the levels are so vast and it was kind of masking popping, but you can tell that this game doesn't suffer from severe popping yet. They've just added the fog anyway. It just defies belief. Makes it look depressing. I feel like I'm fucking racing through China. Could be China, but I don't think it is.
Checkpoint.
That fucking roundabout flummoxed me, seeing as I couldn't see the bastard thing.
Checkpoint.
It's a pretty playable game, but I'm not using the brakes in it. You know, you should have to use the brakes in a racing game. It's as simple as that. Otherwise it might as well just accelerate itself for you like it's a fucking one of them iPad games where you just tilt your iPad to turn and it automatically accelerates and brakes. I imagine you'd get pretty bored of this game quick. I mean, it's alright to pick up and play, but there's no real depth to it.
Checkpoint.
I mean, I'm running out of time when I'm in the middle of the pack of cars. That's one of the things that, I mean, I'm in third place now and I'm nearly running out of fucking time. It's just ludicrous. Checkpoints are not good. Luckily nowadays, with the more realistic racing games that we have, we don't have to suffer from the checkpoint blues.
Checkpoint.
I mean, I coasted over the line there. It's crazy. You know what, I'm going to end here because I'm sick of these fucking checkpoints beeping at me. So overall, Lamborghini, it's it's playable. There's nothing fundamentally broken about the game. It's just kind of average. There's no real selling feature other than if you're dying to play a game with a manual clutch. So it's worth picking up because you can get it pretty cheap, but it's not the best racing game on the Nintendo 64.